Welcome back to Cord Cutting Today, where we dive into some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting, including today, CNN is laying off more employees, launching a paid subscription service for its website, and launching another free channel for streaming. We'll break down all those stories, what's happening there, why CNN is making so many big changes. Also, say goodbye to the old True TV, hello to the new True TV Sports that happened a while ago, but they're going even further into it. And Fox Weather is taking over Fox Business in the morning. These stories and a whole lot more coming real quick. First though, if you want to learn more about these stories and all the others we're about to talk about, check out the show notes, and in the first pinned comment, I'll put a link to each story we talk about so you can read them for yourself and come up with your own opinions. I'd love to hear from you. If you're new here, do me a big favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, let YouTube know you enjoy what we do here. It really does help us. All right, let's dive into it. CNN had a lot of announcements yesterday. They released a massive memo to their employees. Few quick highlights. They are going to launch a new paid digital subscription for content on their website. Exactly how much is going to be behind the paywall, how much is not, we'll have to wait and see with that. Second, with this, they're launching another free ad-supported channel. Now, this will not be a simulcast of the cable network. Instead, it will be offering CNN Original and other programming, much like how you see on other of those free ad-supported streaming channels from news agencies. It's not the same simulcast as the cable network. And then there will also be about 100 people laid off. CNN is merging their website news team and their TV news team into a single news team. Kind of surprised they had two different at this point, but because of that merger, they're deciding they don't need about 100 employees and they're going to lay them off. Kind of one of those slow cutbacks. Now, this seems to all be moves to help CNN be ready for a post-cable world. We'll see how that plays out. It's interesting. I've said this before. Increasingly, news is something that people want for free. They're used to coming to places like YouTube here or websites and getting news for free. How many of them are going to be willing to pay for CNN's new paid service is a big question mark. We're going to have to keep a close eye on this, but leave me a comment. What would CNN have to offer on their website to make you subscribe? How much of their video content is not going to be behind a paywall? All those clips you used to see. Stories and more, are they going behind a paywall? ESPN's been doing that a little bit with their ESPN Plus service. Of course, the Wall Street Journal and others have also done that for a long time. Will CNN be able to drive enough interest in their content to get people to pay? Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And what you think about the new digital free ad-supported streaming channel. All right. Earlier this year in our next story, True TV was announced that it's going to relaunch as a sports-centric television station. Some of the content moved over to TBS, like Practical Jokers, whatever they call that show. Well, now say hello to even more sports content. Warner Bros. Discovery has announced that later this fall, that starting at about 6 p.m., it's going to be all sports all the time with several sports highlight shows and studio shows about sports. NASCAR practice and qualifying will now air on True TV, Motor GP, MMA events, and more. Also, you see some college sports, including Big East basketball and Mountain West football and basketball, airing on True TV along with their other networks. In total, nearly 1,000 hours of sports programming will air on True TV in 2024, with plans to grow that in 2025. They also mentioned some sports-related like movies and stuff will air on there. Why is True TV turning into a sports network? Well, sports is increasingly what people watch. We'll keep a very close eye on this, but people are increasingly, when they watch live TV, it's live events. Makes those highly desirable for advertisers because, for example, if you're watching a Big East basketball game or a Mountain West football game, you're probably watching it live, and that means you're more likely to see the advertising on it, which means that they can sell those ads for higher amounts versus a rerun of Impractical Jokers or something that you probably DVR'd and are fast forwarding through the commercials on. Because of that, we're seeing increasing drive to become more and more sports heavy in networks. And True TV seems to be moving that direction. Be interested to see how this all plays out with TBS and TNT, how much content, what's the distribution, and more with this all. But for now, look for True TV to increasingly become more and more of a sports network. I think this is just a start. I think this is one of those slow creep things. Maybe in 2 or 3 years, the only thing you'll ever find on True TV is sports-related content. All right, Fox Weather, the new, well, it's not new. It's been around for a few years now, what, 3 years or so. Fox Weather is going to start simulcasting in the mornings on Fox Business. The 5 to 6 a.m. slot will now be Fox Weather. Probably an attempt to try to promote the Fox Weather channel. It streams for free on multiple platforms. It's also included on many paid streaming television services. But Fox Weather will now be moving into Fox Business. Simulcasting helps reduce costs if your employees need it, and it helps promote the service. It'd be interesting to see if this becomes a bigger trend out there in the late night hours for Fox Weather to kind of take that over for Fox Business in the future. But look for that out there. It seems to be an effort for them to try to promote it. All right, YouTube TV is still dominating Cord Cutting's live TV, but Friendly and Philo are seeing strong growth. We recently surveyed over 1,000 of our readers over at CordCuttersNews.com, and according to you, YouTube TV is still the most popular live TV service out there. But we've had some shifting here. Friendly and Philo are now the third most popular and fourth most popular streaming services behind YouTube TV and Sling TV. YouTube TV, though, get this big jump here. 26.8% of our readers said they subscribe to it. 9.4% to Sling TV, 8.9% to Friendly, Philo at 7.5%, Hulu Plus Live TV at 4.9%, DirecTV Stream at 4.4%, and Fubo at just 2.1%. The remainder of you said you don't subscribe to a live TV service. About 43.5% of you do not subscribe to a live service. The big jump here, though, is Friendly and even to a lesser extent Philo. Jumping up for Friendly to the third position. It's a significant jump for them. It seems that they found a good metric here. Very cheap. You can get their plans for under $10. They offer a growing number of channels, including Hallmark channels and Weather Channel and MeTV Tunes, and the like. Because of that, it seems like they found a following of people who enjoy these, let's call them background TV stations a lot. Maybe it's not appointment television, but you enjoy turning on the classics on MeTV Tunes. Maybe it's the Hallmark movies you like to turn on in the holidays or just all year nowadays. It's very interesting to see the growth of this. Question to you, have you started watching more of these kind of channels? There's a split here. There's people who want sports. That's expensive. That's YouTube TV, Sling TV, and the like. People who don't like sports increasingly are going to Philo and Friendly. Where do you fall? Or are you part of the 43.5% of you that don't? I find it interesting. Overall, I think these numbers may be even exaggerated because a lot of new cord cutters start with live TV. Maybe a little bit of new cord cutters in this kind of skewing these numbers. In our experience, I bet more like 50 to 60% of you watching this video probably do not pay for a live TV service if you've been a cord cutter for over a year. Leave me below. Did you start off as a cord cutter with a live TV service like Fubo, YouTube TV, Hulu Plus Live TV, and the like, and then drop it and go on to the on-demand primary services like Disney Plus, Netflix, Hulu, and the like? Leave me a comment, let me know. All right, if you've been thinking about getting T-Mobile home internet, they cut the price. Earlier this year, within the last year, they raised it to $60 a month if you were not a T-Mobile wireless customer. Well, they've dropped that back down to $50, and they're offering for a limited time a $200 MasterCard to new customers. If you subscribe online, you can get $200 of a MasterCard there. Pretty nice deal here. Now, if you are a T-Mobile wireless customer with select plans, you can still get T-Mobile 5G home internet for just $40 a month. A pretty good deal, honestly. But with this, though, Notice by Phone Arena, it's just $50 a month if you are, even if you are not a customer with them. So interesting to see T-Mobile moving around, cutting the price there. Let me know. All right, T-Mobile. Next, TLC. The TV manufacturer's free ad-supported streaming service TLC TV Plus launched its first ever AI-generated sci-fi short film. Now, this is a message in a bot. This is an AI-focused film, and it's their first original sci-fi short. This comes as increasingly companies are trying to get their own original content. It's interesting to see even smaller free ad-supported services like TCL's, which is available only on some of their TVs right now, mobile devices, is now making original content. Well, that's it for today. If you have a question for me, I only got a couple, and they were all ones that were best answered in the comments. If you have a question for me, do me a favor, leave a comment on this video. Start off with something like a question for Luke, so I know it's something you want me to answer, and I'll answer either in the comments or at the end of one of our videos. Again, try to start them off with a question for Luke, so I know it's something you want me to answer here. Until next time, take care, be safe. I'll be back again real soon.